Okay guys, we got an insane episode coming up today. A lot of information that you have to know, including an update on those Nike Dunk Low Pandas that are going to be restocking very soon, so make sure you stay tuned. We've also got a bunch of like insane Yeezys that are coming up, stuff you just do not want to miss, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the recap because I gotta know whether you guys managed to get these or you didn't. The first one is probably one of the most heartbreaking ones, and that of course is the Nike Dunk Low Union Pistachio. They dropped yesterday. That was Saturday, and of course I didn't manage to get them. I think it was relatively low stock. It ended up being a global release, which I didn't actually realize until about an hour before the actual drop. Once we finally got through the password page, I ended up getting like a 20-minute wait time, which basically means you're taking L, so you just gotta wait for like 10-20 minutes just to tell you that it's sold out. Either way, I do want to know down in the comments whether you managed to get the Union Dunks or you also took an L just like me. Now, another release was the Jordan 5 Racer Blue. I actually didn't even go for this pair of 5s. I just figured, listen, there's a bunch of really crazy stuff upcoming, and this just didn't make my cut of stuff that I needed to get. Even though it is a clean pair of 5s, and if you needed an extra fresh pair of 5s, this was a solid option. But let's get it moving because like I said, we've got a bunch of stuff we need to get into in today's episode, and let's kick that off with a fresh look at the upcoming Yeezy Slide Triple Black, or the ONYX colorway. From these images, so this is the first time we're seeing it in hand, it kind of looks gray, and I don't know whether it's just the pictures because it's like on an iPhone or something like that, but it does have a little grayish, like off black kind of color. Either way, this is supposed to be like the closest black slide that we're going to get. I guess up until now, Soot has been the closest to a triple black pair, but they're obviously quite a bit brown. Well, this is the first triple black, and I think it actually looks super clean. Now, the release date is March the 7th, so yeah, let me know after these fresh images, do you like them? It's got that texture as well. Like honestly, even what I'm wearing right now, if I could pull them off, and this is obviously the latest slide that has that texture, and I gotta say, I really like it. Like I've been wearing these a lot in and out of the house, so I really like the way that this texture makes it kind of hides the creases a lot, so it definitely stays newer for longer. Right, another one that's releasing right around the corner is the Jordan 4 Blank Canvas. These are going to be dropping on February the 22nd. That is right around the corner. Now listen, I know that the hype for Jordan 4s has been like at an all-time high, but I do want to know what you guys think about this colorway. Do you, I know that there's going to be some people who think these kind of look like the off-white Jordan 4s, so they're going to like these a lot more. It's a very simple colorway, and I like it. I like the materials. I like the fact that it is a canvas material. The only things I don't like is the red and the blue that's peeking out from that outsole. I feel like it's kind of a bit, what? Like, why do we have that specifically on the outsole? Like, nowhere else on the upper of the sneaker has these colors, so it does look a little bit strange, but again, it's not enough to be a deal breaker. I'm still gonna go for this. Again, February the 22nd, if you wanna try and get your hands on it. Okay, so here's a huge update on something that's just mind-blowing about these freaking Louis Vuitton Air Forces, guys. Listen, the bidding ended on the 8th or the 9th of February, so we finally know what the most expensive Louis Vuitton Air Force was. Let me just give you the total number that all of these Air Forces made. So there was only 200 pairs, and they made $25 million for 200 pairs of shoes. You want to know what the most expensive was? The most expensive pair that sold was size 5, and it sold for $352,000 for one pair of shoes. That's it's just incredible. And then the cheapest one was 75 grand, so that's also pretty insane as the cheapest one. The rest were all kind of in the middle of those two numbers. Now, the cool thing about this is that all of the proceeds are going to be benefiting Virgil's Postmodern Scholarship Fund, so at least it's going to a good cause. Either way, up next, let's talk about the Nike Dunk Low Panda, the long-awaited restock for a lot of you EU guys. I know these already restocked out in the US, so EU, listen up. I'm going to give you all of the details. So right now, I'm over here on the Nike website, and we've actually got a couple different variations of the Panda Dunk, so if you want any of these, definitely put your names in the hat. So the release date is the 21st of February. February. That is right around the corner. Now, here in the UK, you want to be on the Nike website or on the Nike app at 8 a.m. And then, like I said, there's a few different versions. So we've got the men's pair, which is going to be men's sizing. You've got the Dunk Low Next Nature, which is literally just a white sock liner. If you can see the difference between the regular Panda and this Next Nature version, that comes in women's sizing, but I'd still recommend, if you still fall into those sizes, go for that one as well, because it's pretty much the same sneaker. And then you're getting women's sizes of the Dunk Low Panda, and then we're getting the Dunk High Panda, which is going to be in men's sizes. All of these are £90 except for the highs, which are 100. Again, 21st of February. There is your update that I promised you guys. Good luck to anybody who's going for these. It's a dope pair of sneakers. I like them. They're super easy to rock. I swapped it out for sail laces. I'm probably gonna chuck some white laces on here, but yeah, it's obviously trash leather, but still a nice sneaker. And if you can get it for retail, it's a nice one. While we're on the topic of dunks, let's talk about one of the latest addition to the dunk lineup. This is the chocolate colorway of the Nike Dunk High, which looks pretty interesting. It kind of looks like a football, because of the white laces and the white accents, and then just the brown. It just kind of looks like a football. I think it's loaded up on the Nike app out in the US. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, we've got official images. These things are right around the corner, so if it's something you're truly after, be sure to just stay tuned to the Nike app or the Nike sneakers app, depending on what region you're in. Another dunk, which is definitely a little bit nicer in my opinion, is the laser blue Nike Dunk High, what a lot of people are going to call the UNC Nike Dunk High. It's definitely going to be one of the more popular ones, but like a lot of the high versions, I don't think that these are going to resell for anything incredible. Like, look at the University Red ones, or even the Syracuse High or the Kentucky Highs. Like, none of those resell for as much as the low versions, so I wouldn't be too upset if you did end up missing out on this one when it does release. Either way, it's coming spring 2022, so kind of right around the corner. One more dunk story, another pair that I thought I would show you guys, because I thought this one is probably my favorite out of all of the other dunks we've just spoke about, and that is the Fossil Rose, which just looks so clean. Like, take a look at this. So this is just, I guess, part of a pack, but this high is the one that I really like. So it's kind of like, I guess, a rose-ish type of color, but it almost just looks like a light brown, and the materials look really nice. I just like the look of that nappy suede on the upper. You also getting a low, which is not my favorite. It's like a light blue mixed with that rose color with a gum outsole. But yeah, the high out of these two is definitely the one for me. I like it a lot. Either way, these are going to be coming this springtime in 2022 as well. But let's keep it moving, because I'm tired of talking about dunks. So let's talk about some New Balances for a change. So this is the upcoming New Balance and JJJJound, and this is on the 990 V3, a model that I actually recently took a look at. I got the gray version, and I quite like that one. Super comfortable as well, nice premium material. JJJJound is a brand that has collaborated with New Balance in the past. They always end up making their releases like incredibly limited, and this is obviously not going to be any different. But for anybody who is super interested in these, obviously they're really clean, and yes, it's got all of the New Balance vibes that you would want, which is like that kind of aged sail look mixed with that really nice army green color for the upper. Either way, we don't have a specific month on this one, it just says 2022, so let's just wait and see when we get an actual release date for that one. All right, the Air Jordan 1 Denim. So this is like one that we saw at the beginning of the year. I guess it kind of still is the beginning of the year. Either way, we saw this picture floating around on the internet, and we knew it was going to kind of look like this, but honestly, the in-hand looks look completely different, and I'm actually quite like, I'm surprised. Look at all of the raw edges and the strings, and even the holes that are punched out for the laces just looks very denim, like jeans kind of thing. It's like all worn down. It looks exactly like how you would imagine a denim pair of Jordan 1s. Like, look at the cutout for the Jordan Wings logo. It's all frayed and it's all over the place. This is definitely a lot better, I think. You know, we're not just getting the colors of denim or just a very slight denim texture. They're really holding true to that name, which is nice. We're seeing something different on a Jordan 1 silhouette, which I think is what the model needs. It needs something fresh, because honestly, seeing how some of these Jordan 1 colorways are tanking recently, it seems like the hype is slowly dying down and moving away. Either way, I think this is a dope pair of Jordan 1s, and it looks to be coming, or at least the speculated release date is June 2022. What we got next, we've got another pair of Jordan 1s. This is a lot more right around the corner. So this one is literally this month, and of course that is the Brotherhood Jordan 1. But I did want to show you these on foot images because these things pop, man. These things pop heavy, and I like them. I'm not gonna lie, I think they look pretty fresh, especially with like a pair of shorts and you've got like maybe a Lakers jersey on or something like that. These are gonna look super, super clean. And the way that this person took these shots, like in the sunlight, I think they just go hard. I don't like the way he's laced them though, with the kind of the two holes at the top. I would lace them all the way up personally, but that's just me. Either way, this is, I think it's loaded up on Nike sneakers. Again, out in the US, you guys always have your stuff well organized and loaded up for months in advance. February the 24th, if you're after this one, if Jordan 1s are still your thing, and if this colorway is enough of a change up for you, or you just think it pops. All right, we've got some Yeezy news, and this is extremely confusing, so follow along with me, and please help me out down in the comment section to just know what the hell is going on, but we're gonna figure it out. So, the Yeezy knit basketball, apparently we've got two colorways that are upcoming. Now, one is apparently called the Glow colorway, but we haven't seen any information or early images of it, and that is supposed to be dropping this month. And then another, which was posted by Yeezy Mafia, is called the Slate Azure. So where it gets a little bit confusing is that according to Yeezy Mafia, this Yeezy knit basketball is supposed to be dropping in May 2022. Now, apparently this other one, the mysterious Glow pair, is supposed to look different to this one, and is also going to be dropping this month on February the 18th. So either there is actually two pairs of Yeezy knit basketballs that look completely different, however we just haven't got any early images of that Glow pair, or it's the same Yeezy knit basketball and someone is incorrect over here about the actual release date. Either way, the only one we have a proper look at is this Slate Azure. So either maybe this one is dropping this month or maybe in May. Because we haven't seen a lot of images and stuff like that, I would probably think that it's going to be dropping in May, like Yeezy Mafia said. Crazy reflective knit on the toe box, which just lights up blue. The upper is a mix of blue knit and then also a kind of taupe or tan color. Apparently it's going to be May, but just maybe it drops this month. I highly doubt it, but maybe. Very, very huge, massive, ginormous Yeezy news. We have some information on the upcoming Black Friday pack, which is going to return this year here in 2022. That is right, guys. Take a look at this picture here. Obviously, Black Friday pack that dropped back in 2016. However, one of them is a little bit different. So instead of the copper colorway, we're getting the dazzling blue. However, the Oreo and the red are both going to be making a return this year. So some information. Obviously, this dazzling blue colorway is dropping on the 26th of February, so right around the corner. And then this Oreo and the red colorway are dropping later this year. After seeing the fact that we've got a restock of the Oreo and the red, is maybe that going to be your deal breaker for this blue pair? Are you going to pass on this new colorway and try and go for the restock of the other two? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts of this entire pack down in the comment section. I think this blue one actually goes hard. Like, looking at it, that crazy blue just pops off the black super nicely. But honestly, I'd be happy with any of these colorways. The Black Friday pack was something that I missed out on back in the day, so I'm definitely going to be after any of these three. They're solid, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a nice little triple pack that we got going on here. Hopefully they don't make any of these like city exclusive or like region specific, because that would be pretty annoying. All right, we got some more Yeezy news thanks to Yeezy Influence over on Instagram. He put up a picture of the upcoming Yeezy foam runner in the ONYX colorway. And again, it just says coming soon, so we don't actually know when this is coming, but it is speculated to be dropping right around the corner this spring, summertime, and it's all over gray. So like imagine the MX Moon Gray just without any of the mixtured lighter color that was in there, just solid gray, a nice slate colorway. I think this is going to go really, really nicely. Right, final story, which is pretty insane. So take a look at this. This is overandunder.io over on Instagram. Speaking of the Louis Vuitton Air Forces, we spoke about obviously the ones that got, I guess, auctioned off, and then we talked about all of the different colorways that went out to the friends and family. So we had DJ Khaled, we had Offset, we had Eminem, just everyone, all of those big people received different colorways of the Louis Vuitton Air Force. Now, one of them ended up on Justin Reed. In terms of like Justin Reed, I assume, I've never heard of it before, but I assume it's a platform to sell shoes. Someone sold their pair of gifted Louis Vuitton Air Force One lows, and this is the red colorway, the friends and family exclusive colorway, and so it's a consignment shop, and they sold it for $50,000. Now, the only one I know of that got a red pair was DJ Khaled, so could it be DJ Khaled's pair? I don't know what size he is, I doubt it, like that man has so many sneakers, and I don't think he needs the money either, but it's funny to see that someone just sold their pair. Either they received it and they're just going through a little bit of a hard time and they're like, yo, 50K I can get for these things, let me get rid of them. Or, I don't know, maybe they just didn't like the colorway and they were like, I don't want them anymore. If I can get 50K for these things, I'll take it. Either way, I don't think it's very nice that they sold their pair. I'm sure Louis Vuitton is probably not going to send that person any more free pairs of Louis Vuitton Air Forces anytime soon, but I guess it's all anonymous, so maybe they don't even know who it is. Either way, that's my final story for today. That's what I want to leave you guys with. I thank you guys so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another one. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then,